Hey, if you're watching the recording, this is Lisa Mosby. Thank you so much for checking this out. We are here with our Morning Rush group. These are folks that we network together, and we're talking about Nowsite. I'm going to share my screen and just actually walk through what Nowsite can do for folks. Oh, actually, I'm not going to share my screen at the moment because I don't have it up. I mean, I have Nowsite up, but I'm not on the right page. There we go. And that gave Levi a chance to pop in here real quick too. All right, share screen. This is the Nowsite screen. I think all of you are able to see it now. And I'm just going to move the Zoom boxes down. There we go. Beautiful. So when you come into Nowsite, this is what that front page will look like, the front page of your platform. Now, many of you have heard me talk about all the different features of this. I talked about landing pages, websites, that we have an intelligent CRM, meaning when you put people's information in, it can actually go out and find more information about them. Any public information can be brought into the CRM, and you can actually create a personality profile. The system will create a personality profile telling you how to communicate with somebody, how to, what words to use in an email, what kinds of questions to ask. It kind of breaks it down into that disc format so you can understand the people that you're talking about. So I am not going to talk about any of those features. What we're here tonight to talk about is social media, just doing your social media. How many times a day are you posting? How many places can you post to? And is it manageable for you? Can you do that in a timely fashion? So that's what I am hoping to share with all of you today in this demonstration. So where I want to start is getting you all up onto the top of my, there we go. Now you're up top. Now I can see everything. So when you come in, this is what it looks like. And you'll notice here, be a social media star, 1, 2, 3. You can post on social media. You can actually take somebody else's post that they've created, drop it into the app, and it will write a custom comment for that post. And then you can just start a conversation. So this is all integrated with ChatGPT 3. We also have ChatGPT 4 integration at a higher level, but you don't need it to just create your social media posts. So when you're creating these posts, this will do the thinking and the writing for you. When you log on, I have already been interviewed by my AI. It's asked me a series of questions, and then I created what's called a business profile. And that business profile is going to, AI is going to look at that business profile as it's writing posts for me, and it's going to gear those posts towards my business. Now, I not only have Living with Favor in here, which is my podcast, I also have, simple digital solutions for social media. I have my herbal idea website in here. I have my aromatherapy website in here. I have 4 or 5 or 6 different business profiles. I can actually post from every single one of those profiles to Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. So I can post to all of them with all of those different profiles. So you're not limited to one business and one place to post. So keep that in mind as we're doing this, and I'm going to walk you through an actual social media post. So let's get started. There's 2 ways to get started. I can start from here and actually create from scratch a post. My choices are I can grab a caption and I can have it write a caption and grab a suggested image. We're integrated with Pixabay, which has thousands, hundreds of thousands of images on it. So if you don't have your own images, or you don't feel like going and finding one right now, let the system grab an image for you. And that's the demonstration that I'm going to do right now. I'm going to come down here, and my objective is to entertain, because I want to see how funny it can be. And I'm going to come down here, and I have a few things: simple strategies for business, keeping it simple, CannaQuest, which is a CBD company. These are all the business profiles that I have created. So with the intention of writing that business profile, I can gear it towards anything I want it to kind of use as the business the business idea behind the post. So I'm going to grab Herb Idea Weeds for Wellness and have it write a post to them. And I want to make it, again, I'm going to pick humorous. Entertainment, humorous, that goes together. But you can see I can make it professional or persuasive or anything else. In here, I want to tell it what I want it to write about. And so I'm going to say, let's talk about herbs for spring detoxing. That's it. Like I could have put typos in there, grammatical errors, anything I want. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit generate. So while it's thinking, I want to talk about those other 5 features on the page. Right here, we have short text where it's just going to write the words. It's going to use the interview process that I went through and my business profile and give me a short text. I might use that for a video that I'm putting up. I could use it for a video or something else. By the way, the post is already done. It's sitting over there and I haven't finished explaining what I want to talk about. Over here's a long post. The long post would be like a blog post. It's going to be substantially longer. You can use your own image or you can ask it again to suggest an image. Now, if you're somebody who needs to create value, create content, when I'm doing herb classes, there's so much information out there about herbs, and then they can be seasonal information. So I could have it creating blog posts that folks are going to get information if they come to my website, creating value. And when they do come, they're likely to linger longer because there are resources. There's a blog that gives them information. And then it shows my my knowledge. Like, these are the things that I'm capable of talking about. These are the products that I can provide if I want to put product pictures up there and have it actually write a post about that. Now, always check the facts, check the content, because you want to make sure that it's accurate. And AI, just because it helps us doesn't mean it's always correct, especially when we're making, remedy recommendations or product recommendations. You want to know that the data that it's pulling is accurate data. Over here, you can just caption an image or caption a video. You describe what's in the image or you describe what's in your video. The describe video one is the one that I use when I do my podcast. You probably all read that from time to time when I've posted my podcast in the WhatsApp group. Those descriptions are actually generated by AI using my business profile. And then I tell it who I interviewed and what the subject was. And then it creates the written piece for me. So let's take a look at what I had generated over here. First, you'll notice that there are 4 different little icons up top: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Facebook is highlighted. So this is the Facebook post that it wrote for me. And it says, spring, the magical time when nature hits the reset button, and so can we. Forget the old juice cleanse. Let's talk detoxing and herbs. At Weeds for Wellness, we're mixing up some lighthearted brews that make wellness feel like a walk in the park. Who knew getting healthy could be so much fun? Totally sounds like me, and it's relevant, and it's in the spring. Great. I love it. But wait a minute. What if I want to post on Instagram? So I could click on the Instagram button and it's going to tweak that message so it's not exactly the same. Now I can post the exact same one, but I can have the system in 30 seconds create a second post just like that. It says spring is sprung, and it's not just nature blossoming. Do you see what? It's completely different message or completely different writing, same message. Talks about herbal detoxing, say goodbye to the old juice cleanses, but it tweaked it just a little bit. I could also swap the picture by clicking on change picture, go to one of my pictures, or go back to Pixabay and grab a different image, but the post is already written. Same thing if I go to LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is a business network. So the content we're going to find on the business network might be a little bit different. Let's see what it shows us. And this one's a little bit longer, a little bit more detail, a little bit more information. As the world around us blooms with the promise of spring, it's time to reflect on our own paths to rejuvenation and vitality. Still talking about detox, still referring to Weeds for Wellness, my slogan for my Herb Idea company, and inviting people, to check it out. And same thing for Twitter. I don't need to show you all of these, but you get the idea. I've instantly created 4 messages, and it took less than a minute to do all 4 of those, really. And if I want to post it, all I have to do is hit get started. It's going to ask me if I can open up Facebook and post on your behalf, and I'm going to say yes. So as it pulls up Facebook, I have multiple pages in Facebook. I have, again, Living with Favor, the aromatherapy, I have the herbs, I have me personally, and then I can't remember living my bucket list. So I do a lot of travel stuff in there. So it's pulling up Facebook, and I want to make sure I post this to the right place. Now, right now, what we're looking at is my personal page, because I can tell it's my face, Lisa Mosbey. I actually want to come down here and see if my internet will let me open the other page. Here we go. I'm going to try to open, actually, I think I can do it from right here. Over here are my shortcuts to some of my pages. There's more below this, but I'm going to grab this Herb Idea one And this is always the tricky part because social media is a big pig when it takes up your bandwidth, and so is using the Zoom platform. So I'm hoping that will open up. The blue dot is at the end. Here we go. All right. So I did do a post earlier today. Here's what it looked like because I do a Facebook Live every Thursday and talk about wellness. And so I posted that image and I posted the recording of that Facebook Live in the comment section. So that was from earlier. It's now switching. Here we go. Now we're on the Herb Idea page. If I come in here, what's on your mind? I click. Open. And I can hit Control V or paste. And then it pasted the words, it pasted them to the clipboard. And then down here, it already pasted the image that was in that to my download file. So when I click on add photo, it's already in here. It's in my downloads. There's my downloads. It's going to be the top one. There's the Facebook image. I'm going to grab it, open it, and it's done. I can hit post right now. I can also edit it right here. If I wanted to add more hashtags, say I wanted to add hashtag Herb Idea, because that's the page we're on, or hashtag Lisa Mosby, I can do as many of those as I want. If I wanted to add space in here, I can click in here and just drop those hashtags down a little bit. I could add additional content, or I could leave it the way that it is. But this is your opportunity to actually check for errors, make sure that it says what you want it to say. It's not putting words in your mouth, and then go ahead and hit post. So I posted it, and on yours without Zoom running, it will go a lot faster. The beautiful thing about Facebook is it will ask you if you want to create an event around this or just publish your original post. And today I'm just going to publish my original post. Sometimes I create events for my podcast or events for my Facebook Lives to invite people back to it. But you don't have to. There's the post right there. And it was that fast. It's written in my kind of language, like how I speak. I get to choose if it's professional, friendly, entertaining. What did y'all think? Comments, thoughts?
I think it's pretty impressive.
Pretty,
Yeah, I think it's pretty damn good.
Pretty darn good. And so you can do that with all of those different features, but here's another really cool feature. What if you don't have time? What if you don't actually even have time to go through that minute? You can walk up here and you can hit this button and say, surprise me. Surprise me is going to remember the last business profile that you used. And if for most people, they just have one, maybe two, but I have many. So I know that because I posted to Herb Idea, when I click surprise me, this time it's going to give me a post with that business profile in mind. Here it is. What's it say? Today, I find immense joy in the melody of Christian music. I do have that in my profile. It's the little things. What is it? It's the little things, really, like a song that uplifts your soul. What's one tiny thing that made your day brighter? Share in the comments below. Let's celebrate the small treasures of everyday life. So that actually took my personality, who I am, my likes and interests that I put in there, and it created a post about that. Not necessarily the detox or weeds for wellness, because that I didn't tell it what to post. It was just I clicked surprise me and it created a post and there it is. But it's relevant to me because remember, the system interviewed me when it brought me in and it wrote it in a language that I would write in, and it grabbed female pictures. So I could actually post that without making any changes. And that one only took 10 seconds. When you log on every day, there's a box that says surprise me. I already used mine today, or you would have seen that when we were looking at the front page. Every time you log in, the first thing you see is surprise me. So it's prompting you every time you log in to do your social media post. Now, that's not the only one. Let's go over here and take a quick peek at what it wrote for LinkedIn. So it's pulling up a LinkedIn post for surprise me. There it is. Today, I discovered a simple joy that truly touched my soul. The uplifting melody of Christian music. It's remarkable how the small things like the harmony and you get the idea, right? So let's post this. You saw Facebook. You saw how easy it was to post to Facebook. It just downloaded. That's what that box is up there. It downloaded the image to my download file, and I'm going to hit post, and it's going to pull up LinkedIn. And I want to show you how easy it is to post on LinkedIn as well. I said I could do this in 30 minutes, and I'm going to do 2 posts and describe it in 30 minutes. Here we go. Still pulling it up. maybe, come on, you can do it. Well, oh, here we go. Control V. And there's the post. If I click on this little box here to add the image to it, it's automatically going to take me to my download file. And here it says LinkedIn image. It's already set for LinkedIn. I'm going to say next. And there's the post. There's the image. I could make changes if I want to, but I'm not going to, so that we can expedite this. I'm just going to hit post. There it was. Now it also, because I'm a member of some groups, it says down here, Twin Cities Wellness Collection. It decided that the post that I just posted would look good in this particular group. When I do digital posts, it pulls up, you know, some AI groups that I'm a part of, and I'll say, do you want to post it to this group? And I'm going to say yes and post it to that group, because there's, you know, a couple 100,000 followers in there. So if they don't follow me personally, at least they follow that group, and now they're going to get to see that post as well. How many posts are you doing a day, and how long is it taking you to do it? Do you think this would save you some time and actually create custom posts for you that you would want to share with people? Bam. That's it. That's all there is to it. I'm going to open it up for questions with you guys. Yeah, Peter.
I've got multiple actually. One, could you look on the, could you do a 5-minute thing on the comment on post? Because I'm super interested in that. Two,
Okay.
you keep saying we, not they. So what's your relationship to give it a we, not a they? And three, speed is awesome, efficiency is awesome, but what about efficacy of the actual results? Have you seen engagement? Have you seen traction? Is it working?
Yes. Let's see. I will start with, I think I have Facebook open. So this was a post that I did yesterday, and I kind of put some information in about Bonnie Spring. Maybe this was 2 days ago. What is it? 21 hours ago. So I put in Bonnie Springs, which is a local park I had never been to. It actually helped me to write the content for this, and it made the suggestion for that. And let's go. We had, in the last 21 hours, I've had 35 people like, and then viewing comments. They're going to let me show. These are the kinds of comments that I was getting on this post. Let's see. Now that was more of a that was kind of more of a social post, you know, what I was doing for the day. This one here, I've only had 9 engagements. What is this one? And this was talking about doing podcasts, and a couple of comments on it. I don't have a lot of this is all on my personal page, so 13 engagements. This was 6 days ago. My consistency has not been good with my mom in the hospital. Heather actually was commented on this one here. For me, let me jump over to LinkedIn. Pull up posts on LinkedIn. LinkedIn people don't really like or comment on it, but what LinkedIn does is actually gives me credibility. So people private message when they're seeing posts and seeing the consistent activity is that's helped me with you know, engagement in that respect, where people are private messaging me, but people don't really like or comment so much on the LinkedIn things. 1 impression, 36 impressions. This one was 9 hours ago. I had 36 impressions on this one today in that group, that Twin Cities Wellness Collection. Yeah. This was on my personal page, 56 impressions, same post. 20 impressions on that podcast post that went up. I think that went up, yeah, 21 hours ago. And then I hadn't posted in almost 2 weeks since my mom fell. 57 impressions. But I wasn't doing any posting in LinkedIn, so I don't really have anything to compare it to. You know, I'm up like 200% or something like that, but it's not a reasonable number because I haven't been doing any posts in in LinkedIn before.
Yeah, I don't think that's personally, and for the sake of the recording, so it doesn't sound like it was a loaded question, because it wasn't. I don't think that's a negative. I think that every tool has, and every tactic and every strategy has a place.
Yeah.
And what I'm currently seeing is, okay, you should, and this is just from all I've just seen, but I would say you probably still need to do your pillar content yourself. You probably still need to handcraft that and look at that more. But for the other 7 days a week, when you need consistency of posting and stuff out there to keep stuff active, I think this looks phenomenal.
Yeah, this one here had 170 impressions. That was 2 weeks ago. So I'm playing around a lot with the content to find out what is landing for people. If you already know your audience, it's a lot easier to target your audience with the type of material. Do you want to do, I do a lot of demos too. So it's like, sometimes it's humorous, sometimes it's friendly. So the consistency isn't there in the same way it would be if you had a product or service that you're constantly talking about and inviting people to try. So a little bit different. When I say we, that was your next question. I think I was trained to say we rather than I or me, but can you give me more context? Are you talking about when I say
You
we?
say we have this feature, we have this feature. It
Nowsite.
sounded like you have some ownership in the business.
I do not. I just work for them. I'm an affiliate marketer for them.
Affiliate. Okay, cool. Great.
It's and so they Nowsite has recently partnered with Eric Wordy, who is the #1 compliance guy in network marketing. Everybody who owns a network marketing company knows who Eric Wordy is, so he's a big name. The Herbalife, many of you may have heard of them. They, I believe, are the #2 largest network marketing company in the world, and they just partnered with Nowsite. Nowsite is now powering their affiliates for them. So this product was developed for small businesses or affiliate marketers, network marketers, people who collaborate with other teams because of the features that are built into it. Everyone can have their own platform, but they can share across teams with content and things that they're creating. But like I said, we're just talking social media, because what happens when we increase our social media, when we start to comment, which was the other thing that you had asked about, is show you the commenting feature. So comment on a post. When we start to comment on other people's posts, these platforms, algorithms see that you're reaching out and commenting. And then when you post, it will actually drive more traffic to your post. So I'm going to tell on myself, and that is that I haven't commented on maybe 5 posts in 3 weeks. Like, I have not been commenting because I just don't have time to do that. I'm getting by with the minimum of, teaching people about this or showing up to do my live events. And then I'm sitting in the hospital and making arrangements for my mom. So, I have been derelict in my duties on how I do social media. So, consider looking deeper into some of these posts and seeing what things look like there, or playing around with it. Even if you don't use Nowsite, go out there and try to do comments, every day. Say you're going to comment on 20 posts that other people have written, and then do a post yourself and see what happens. See if you notice a difference. If you're already doing these posts, if you're already doing social media, figure out how you can be more consistent. Are you going to do it at the same time every day? Are you only doing it once a week? Is it the same day every week? Figure out a consistent pattern that works for you. Do the commenting and then do a post and see if you don't get more traffic than what you have been getting. That's the idea. That's the key factor in having success on social media is you got to do commenting so that the algorithms pick it up and drive traffic to your posts and you get shown more often. So the way that it would work if you did a comment is, let me run in here and go, oh yes, see, I'm a doof. I'm a weirdo. Let me see if I can find a post that somebody did. Come on over here. I don't want to comment on my posts. Take me to my feed. I'm just going to try to find somebody who's Facebook. Faster. Here we go. Oilability from Sarah Harnish. So this is a young woman who's been going through cancer treatments, and she's writing a book about her experience using holistic therapies, not using anything else. So I am going to grab her post right here. This is what she wrote. I'm going to come up here to Nowsite. message type, comment on a social post, paste the post here. So that's what she wrote. What do I want to, I just want to say, I want to be encouraging. I'm just going to say be encouraging. Generate. It says sushi, so she doesn't call it cancer. She calls it sushi because she doesn't like sushi any more than she likes cancer. So she went for cancer testing, but she calls it sushi testing. So sushi testing sounds like a delicious quest. Sending positive vibes and big prayers your way for those numbers to plummet. Here's to celebrating clear scans and that amazing faith. Now, the only thing I would do here is get rid of the word delicious. Sounds like a powerful quest. Copy to clipboard. Now it's on my clipboard. I can go back to that. I can hit comment and paste. Okay, maybe not paste. But did you get a chance to read what it said there, Peter? What her
Yeah.
and
No, I
then
think that's super powerful. Okay.
super powerful. Yeah. And there it
Yeah,
is.
because I've got one of my the boards I'm on, the founder needs to start doing social media, specifically on LinkedIn, specifically around Latin American debt analysis, blah, 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 blah. But
Yeah.
he's very well respected. He's part of he runs the Blockchain and FinTech Association. He was in the papers and ended up with 18,000 comments.
Okay.
But the idea, he's not going to do it.
Not going to do social media.
No, not going to do it. So I need to hire somebody to do it for him. So looking at this as like the control levers by building the business profiles for him, by building the tone of voice for him, I can then hire somebody and say, you're now him.
Yeah.
Which sounds like an amazing benefit because then I can get $6 to $10 an hour worth of resource to do the job for the guy that would be $1,000 an hour.
Yeah. And it's on the app. So Nowsite has an app. Everything that I'm showing you is on the app. Not all the features of Nowsite are on the app, of course, because you can't really build websites on a telephone. But if somebody has a phone, they could do this easily enough.
Cool. So we can do like landing pages with name, email, phone to get a PDF, that level.
Yes. So, I mean, it can do full-blown websites. So here's the steps for success landing page that I created. David asked me to do a goal setting workshop. So I put this together in about 8 hours. So this was all drag and drop. There's a registration block in here. There's button bars that you can do. When they register, there was a series of 3 or 4 emails that went out that said, thanks for joining. Here's what you need. Here's when you're showing up. I grabbed this and AI wrote all this stuff for me. And then I dropped David and I in here and who we are and grabbed some testimonials from other people that have worked with me before. Yeah, between that and then I actually, more than that, I developed a handout for that workshop and then put together the website and the emails and had it all up in a weekend. So it can happen really fast. I opened up a couple other landing pages just so you can all see them. So this is an event, a summit that I'm speaking at, and this is the speaker's interest page. So it's a questionnaire format to actually bring people in and tell them what their duties are to work with me. I also do this for people who want to be on my podcast. I have like a guest application. And so you can see this stuff is all drag and drop and it's all built within the platform. So you can pull together landing pages in no time at all. You can also hit duplicate and it will create this page and then you just change out for the next event. So you're not rebuilding everything all the time. You can duplicate an entire website or landing page as you see fit. Another one, just showing like samples of what's available, but this one is heavily in questions, lots of questions, depending on how much information you want to extract. Other questions? How about cost? Anybody who's interested, the platform is $29 a month if you want to do a do a year, I think you save 2 months, you get 2 months extra for free. So it ends up being like $24 a month. But otherwise it's just $29 a month. No contracts, you can end it at any time. So when I did this, what I was looking for was for people to try it for 3 months and just kind of test it, see if this is something that that would help your business.
And what's the affiliate relationship?
I get paid a commission for anybody that signs up. And so they don't offer that anymore. I've been with the company since 2020. And I started using it as a person that wanted to use it. And then I transitioned into it being an affiliate because I was working with so many wellness providers who didn't have this. Like they didn't know how to create messages. They didn't want to do social media. They don't even have websites. They don't want to spend time at a computer, but they needed to stay connected to their folks, their people. So I started sharing with a few folks, and that's how I ended up becoming an affiliate for them. Now, the only affiliate program that they have, because Eric Worre bought into this, so he's part owner of the company, and part of that agreement was that we would not compete with network marketing. So there's no network marketing component to this business. It's just a product, a tool for folks to use. However, if you bring in and introduce 3 people to it, yours is free. If you bring in 6 people, you get the free website, landing page, all of that piece of the platform would open up. And if you bring in 9 people, then there's the next level. So as I mentioned, we're integrated with AI. And so we actually have built AI avatars. Like there could be a Peter Swain AI avatar. Eric Worre has his own avatar. I probably should have shown you that, Peter. You might be interested in it. Where he will, the system learns everything it can about Eric Worre. And so you can ask Eric Worre questions. So I'm going to come over here and see. This is Eric Worre. And he'll, I think I have his, and this is his avatar. Let me see. You can actually talk to me? Nope. I had it turned off so he wouldn't talk.
Hey there.
There he is.
Today's recruiting tip.
This is computer
Ask
generated.
potential clients, what are your biggest dreams and goals? This question helps you understand their motivations and how network marketing aligns with their aspirations. Listen closely, then show them how your opportunity can help make those dreams a reality. What's one dream you'd love to achieve through your own business?
So that the computer's generating that language after he went and did an onboarding where he was, had his motions and his speaking and his language, and he had to read a bunch of stuff. And then they uploaded his training videos that he's created in the past and lots and lots and lots of content. So his avatar can actually answer questions for people. Is there a question anybody would like to ask Eric Worre about like sales?
I want to hear Heather's son's question.
Yeah, what's your question?
He's a great test of AI capability.
Yeah, this is Brian May's son. I'm cool and Heather.
Hi, Brian May's son.
Say hi, Maxie. Do you have a question? Do you have a question? He's not shy. This is fake. Do you have a question? What's your question? Ask Lisa your question.
I'm going to stop the recording for other. Go ahead.
Does it work?
Does it work?
Does he have a job? Is that what you mean? Does he have a job? The AI guy?
Yeah. What is your job, Eric? Oops. So over here, you can see that he's thinking, and it says, as Eric Worre, I am a network marketing strategist, trainer, and speaker. My job is to help people like you, and then you put in your preferred name, to master the skills needed to grow in network marketing. I provide training and tools to those looking to turn their network
As
marketing.
Eric Worre, I am a network marketing
So-
strategist, trainer, and
Pause.
speaker.
Be quiet.
My job is to help people like you.
I don't want him to read it. I usually have him turned off so he's not talking to me all the time. But you saw what happened, and he'll actually say it to you. But I turn it off so it gives it to me in text, and it will actually write it. But for your clients that you might be using this with, you may have them speak it. But that does not come with what we're talking about for social media. That's why I should have turned this off before recording it. But I thought, Peter, you'd get a kick out of that. That it's already integrated. It's in the platform.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, other quick questions. Do they have a social media calendar? Because obviously, so it's not a live API integration, so it's not posting for you, which is fine. But when you're planning out content, would you need to do that somewhere else and then bring that in here, which is again fine, just curious.
That is true. It is. You would do that. But when you're in Facebook, you can still create here, copy paste it in, and then instead of posting it right away in your business pages, you can actually schedule those posts out. So you could do a year's work in a year's worth of posts in a weekend, having this generate and create, giving you images that you can always swap out later, but it can create placeholders for you. So you can create a large volume of content and have it ready to go, especially on Facebook business pages. So any place that you can schedule those posts, this can do the heavy lifting for you so that you can do so much of it ahead of time, but it does not have a calendar built into it at this time.
Okay. And then does it have like a Zapier integration or something? Because I'm guessing, just pure hallucination, the CRM wouldn't hold up against something like HubSpot or Pipedrive, like industry level I'm not trying to, you know what I mean, industry level CRMs. So I can see this as social. I can see this as great for talking in social, but